used it for bee stings. That's a great way where you can see how red light therapy modulates inflammation by not suppressing it completely, but by preventing your immune system from going into overdrive. So I'm not allergic to bee stings. I'm a beekeeper. We have bees. I get stung, unfortunately, or all the time, or several times a year. And I tend to react poorly to bee stings or to the venom, to the bee venom, to those proteins. And so I swell up like crazy. I'm going to add a comparison picture of my hand when I got stung on my hand the first time. My one hand looked significantly larger than the other one, and it itches like the devil, and I just don't have a good time when I get stung by bees. Now, ever since I discovered Move Plus Pro, whenever I get stung, I just put it on. It never itches. It never swells up, and it's an incredible way of seeing how red light therapy modulates my immune system by allowing my body to denature, to get rid of the venom without letting it escalate, without letting it go into an inflammatory response that might last days, where my hand then itches for days. With red light therapy, not so much. Never starts itching. It heals off, and it's incredible. The other day, you can barely see it anymore, but I got scratched. It was a really deep scratch. This one here, not this one. This is an old one. But here across, the crease here, by a chicken. I picked up a chicken. She wanted to get away and scratched me, and blood was dripping down my fist. It was fairly deep. She must have, hit a blood vessel or something, and I didn't really do anything. I'm like, yeah, it's going to heal, no problem. I just, disinfected it, let it be. But then, of course, I kept using, my hands. I did, barbell work, etc. And, in night 3 or 4, it started throbbing at night. And it became like I felt like, it's not healing properly. It's still painful. It didn't feel great. So I used Kenyan, put it on. Next day, the wound was closed, and it wasn't completely healed yet, but I could fully use my hand. No more throbbing, no more, that pulsating sensation that you sometimes feel when you have a cut or a deep cut or a wound. Completely gone. One treatment was all it took to significantly boost my wound healing and speed up the recovery, get me over the bump, so to say, so it could heal completely without further debilitating me. So that was incredibly impressive.